Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Nasra. I'm from Class C English Education Department 2019 at the State University of West Sulawesi. I'm in the 5th semester now, and in this video is my assignment from Foreign Language Acquisition by Mr. Amran Mahmud, SPD MPD. And in this moment, I would like to explain about the theory second language acquisition, which include 5 model or 5 hypotheses. Before that, what is hypothesis actually? Hypothesis is a supposition of proposed explanation made on the basis of limited evidence as a starting point for further investigation. Next, the theoretical model or 5 hypotheses. The first, the acquisition learning hypothesis. The acquisition learning hypothesis is distinction the most fundamental of 5 hypotheses in Krashen's theory, and the most widely known among linguists and the language teacher. According to Krashen, there are two independent systems of foreign language performance: the acquired system and the learned system. The acquired system or acquisition is the product of subconscious process very similar to process children undergo when they acquire their first language. The learned system or learning is the product of formal instruction, and it comprises conscious process which result in conscious knowledge about the language, for example, knowledge of grammar rules. The second, the natural order hypothesis. The natural hypothesis is the idea that children learning the first language acquire grammar structures in the predetermined natural order, and that some are acquired earlier than others. This idea has been extended to account for second language acquisition in Krashen's theory of language acquisition. The third, the monitor hypothesis. The monitor hypothesis explains the relationship between acquisition and learning and defines the influence of the latter on former. The monitoring function is the practical result of the learned grammar. According to Krashen, the acquisition system is the utterance initiator, while the learning system performs the role of the monitor of the editor. The monitor acts in a planning, editing, and correcting function when their specific conditions are met. Namely, our second language learner has sufficient time at their disposal. They focus on form or thing about correctness, and they know the rule. Next, the input hypothesis. The input hypothesis presents attempt to explain how to the learning acquires a second language, how second language acquisition take place. The input hypothesis is only concerned with acquisition, not learning. According to this hypothesis, the learner improves the progresses along the natural order when he or she receives second language input. There is no step beyond his or her current stage of linguistic competence. And the last, the effective filter hypothesis. The effective filter hypothesis embodies Krashen's view the number of effective variables play facilitative but not causal role in second language acquisition. These variables include in motivations, self-confidence, anxiety, and personality traits. Krashen claims that learners with high motivation, self-confidence, a good self-image, a low level of anxiety and introversion are better equipped for success in second language acquisition. I think that's all for me. Thanks for this time, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.